Hey, this is Glover Teixeira, UFC light heavyweight champion.
Hi, I'm Robbie Lawler.
What's up, fight family? This is your favorite MMA coach, Thiago Alves, the Pitbull.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Pedro Munoz.
Mike Brown.
Guys, I am Alexei Aleniak. And welcome.
And welcome.
And welcome.
And welcome.
And this is We Want One Picks.
And you're watching We Want Picks.
To We Want Picks.
We Want Picks.
To We Want Picks.
To We Want Picks. Hi everybody from American Top.
My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. Jacob and I are going to walk through our picks and plays for Monkey Knife Fight. And if you don't know what Monkey Knife Fight is, it's daily fantasy. There's an app. You can do it on the website. It's super fun, super easy. All you need to do is decide if you think a fighter will land more or less than the strike number shown on the screen. So jump in, give it a try. Go to wewantpicks.com/MKF. Sign up. They will instantly match your deposit. They'll double your deposit. Take that money, place a bunch of plays on these lines, follow along. You can triple your money. You can 25 times your money. Then you can withdraw your initial investment. Ton of fun. Super easy. Let's walk through some of these lines. Obviously, we have to look at the main event. So we have Ciryl Gane versus Francis Ngannou. Ciryl Gane is expected here to get 70 strikes. Francis Ngannou, 39. All we need to do is say more or less. I think this fight goes a little bit, honestly. Ciryl Gane obviously has got decent volume. Francis doesn't have a ton of volume, but earlier in the week, this was a very clear more and more. I think it's still more and more. What do you think?
Yeah, did this change from earlier in the week? Did it go up? Did it go down? I can't remember.
I think it went up a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I still think more and more is probably the safer play in this matchup. I think because they know each other so well, they're both gonna be pretty tentative early, and I think this is a more and more. I even like Francis in this fight, but I still think it might be like a third, fourth rounder type of thing if he gets a finish.
So all we do is say more and more. The key is I like to throw $10 at multiple lines. So I'll probably end up with 50, 60, 70, 80, but it's $10 on each. And in this case, it's 10 to win 25. And we'll show you some in a bit where it's 10 to win 50. And that's it. You lock it in. Let's take a look at another line. The co-main event is an interesting one. We have Brandon Moreno versus Davison Figueiredo. This is a high line. I actually don't love it. I do think this fight ends up going to the distance or close to it like their first fight did. I do not think this is a one-sided beating like their last fight together. So it should be more should be the play, but you never know. What do you think?
Yeah, this scares me to death because Figgy looks fantastic. He's looked great, leading up to the fights. A fight week, he looks great. Weigh-ins today, he was jogging up to the scale. I think he kept his weight low. I think this is leaning towards more to me as going to be a quick finish. I think that this is something's going to happen in the first exchange, the first minute, the first couple minutes. So I'm going to lean more towards the less. I think the more is probably the safer play, but for me personally, I think the less is. It feels like this is going to be fireworks early. I think they're both ready and ready to get this thing over with.
Yeah, I'm not going to touch this line because anytime I see over 100, unless it's a guarantee, I mean, these are
like a girl fight that can't knock each other out because this could easily turn into like a grappling match too. They're both very good wrestlers, both very good grapplers. This could be just scrambles, and so I mean, you never know.
Yeah, I'm going to leave that line alone. What fight? Let's look at one more fight, and then we'll hit the slates because I personally think the slates is where you can make all your money. What line do you want to look at here?
Give me my lock of the week, Valdez. I want to see what that is looking at like on a Friday morning.
Where?
Gennaro Valdez and Matt Frevola.
So we have Gennaro Valdez and Matt Frevola. Matt Frevola, 56.5. Gennaro Valdez, 48.5. It's basically grappler versus grappler, right? Except Gennaro Valdez will just nonstop grapple, where Matt Frevola can get caught in a striking match. So what do you think? This is kind of a low line, honestly. Two grapplers, three rounds.
Yeah, if he gets caught in a striking match, I think he's going to get knocked out because that's just what he does. And if he gets caught in a grappling match, he's going to get out-grappled because that's kind of what he does too. This is lock of the week, Gennaro. First round finish. This is a less play.
Oh, I'm not doing it, but so you genuinely act removed, you genuinely think this is a less? You think this is a first-round stoppage here?
Gennaro is a first-round guy, and he is tough to survive, but if this gets out of the first round, it could spell trouble, and it could be a sloppy mess of a fight after that, so it's probably still a less play, but yeah, I think Gennaro's going to finish him in the first round.
Yep. No, I agree. The problem is, I agree it's less because I think there's a lot of wrestling here. A lot of wrestling. And Gennaro Valdez, when he ends up on top, he will hit, but he's, not a massive ground and pounder where he's just going to rack up shots. So let's leave this alone. But
he only needs to hit him a couple times. Let's look at some slates. One of these.
Okay. On you?
One of these.
Twigs.
So, and one of these.
Okay. There goes half our audience. So they also have slates. I'm looking at the full card slates, and what this does, slates does a few different things, but the very first thing is knockout kings. So any 3 fighters on the entire card we can smash together, and if one of them wins by KO or TKO, we get 1.25 of our money back, so 25% net profit. If 2 of them win by KO or TKO, we 2.5 times our money, and 3 we 6 times our money, but never do 3. So
put Francis in there, and then you pick one, and then I pick one, because we know Francis is going to be in there, right? We both agree on that.
All right. If you want Francis, we'll do Francis, and then Francis is for both of us. Now you have one, and now I have Jack. I'm going Jack Della Maddalena. I think Jack smokes his UFC newcomer, and I think he absolutely stops him. So who do you have? Gennaro then?
Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know if I was just talking so high about Gennaro. I didn't expect you to go that. Now I'm kind of wondering. I almost feel like Michel Pereira might be a decent one, but he also is like people don't realize how good of a grappler and a jiu-jitsu guy he is as well. Yeah. So that could be part of his new game plan. I might go with Gennaro.
Well, I'm spending my actual money on this, so don't just be coy. Like, don't. If you
honestly, I would have went with probably Charles Jourdain on like a weird flyer on that. Well, I mean, what would your third pick be? Because I really don't know. Maybe Figueiredo, but
yeah, probably tough. Not Gennaro, honestly. Either Figgy, but even that's tricky. Tony Gravely can either get submitted or TKO somebody because he's going to shoot a bunch of takedowns.
That Michael Morales is an interesting play.
The problem is Trevin Giles is still athletic. It's tricky. Michel Pereira is actually a favorite to win by knockout. So Michel Pereira is probably a solid pick. And between these 3, the problem is Francis is the weakest of these to actually get it's so hard. So let's lock this in.
It's a weird week.
It is a weird week. But what's nice here, so I can lock this in. I'm only going to be looking for one. Let's throw $20 at it. I can do 4 or 5 of these. Or if I'm positive that Jack Maddalena, let's say I'm just going to do $50 because I am very confident.
I wonder why they don't do like submission king type thing, like just have 3 people you think are going to get submissions.
I talked to Chris. He said they're working on a bunch more games and a bunch more props that they can add.
Good.
Let's take a look at a few more slates. So what I like to do, very first thing we'll do is let's just take a look at a rapid fire, which I love rapid fires. Rapid fires just takes 2 fighters, smacks them together, and you just have to do the more or the less. So this is saying, who's going to get more strikes? Brandon Moreno.
What the hell?
You should put, and Kay Hansen's getting 18.
You should put as the max bet on Moreno and Michel Pereira, right? Because both those girls are grapplers. Vanessa's a grappler, and Kay Hansen's a grappler, and they're both submission grapplers.
Yeah, you're probably right. The problem is,
the first Kay Hansen and Moreno, that's a no-brainer. Brandon Moreno it's a 5-round fight. If you're not picking Brandon Moreno, I don't know what you're doing. And then Michel Pereira, Vanessa. I love Vanessa, but she is she can strike, but she wants to get the fight to the ground. That's what she wants to do. And when she gets the fight to the ground, she wants to submit you. So this seems like a no-brainer to me. I mean, that seems like Chris, you might want to pull this one off.
She does get in a slugfest though. Vanessa gets in the slugfest on her feet, but. Let's
she only does that when she can't get takedowns though. She'll get takedowns this fight.
Well, I'm only gonna throw 10 at it because Vanessa. 10 to win 30. You triple your money with a play. Let's look at another slate. I like all day, and then we can do the 3 for 3 to 5 times our money. Brandon Moreno, Kay Hansen, Michel Pereira. Let's look at the next 3 to see if this is more favorable. Vanessa, Hani, and Saeed. These are all hard.
I go less. I go more because I think Victor Henry, I think he baits Barcelos into a brawl. So I'd go less on Vanessa for sure. I'd go more on Hani and Saeed. I think that's probably a more play as well. I mean, that seems like a lot, but I think that's an absolute war.
He gets taken down and Cody beats him up.
I think it's an absolute war. I think it's an absolute war.
I'm not doing this because I don't like any of these lines. But you guys watch our videos, listen to the insight. Let me know what lines you do because maybe we'll follow along. Join our pre-fight live stream at 1 p.m. Central before the fights. And don't forget, go to wewantpicks.com/MKF. Sign up. They will instantly match your deposit. Use the deposit match. Play some of these lines. Have some fun. I'll see you on Saturday.